This is a Berbere sauce with a pork tenderloin recipe. It's Ethiopian based, and it is inspired by the woman who inspired me or taught me how to cook. She was from South Africa, far cry from Ethiopia, but she used a lot of these spices. So I'm just gonna juice a lemon, and I only need about half a cup of onion, but I'm gonna go ahead and dice this up because why not? You can use it the rest of the week. So dice it up. This is all going into a food processor with a dry spice mix. So it doesn't have to be diced really well. You can just chunk it if you like, but I do like to give all the ginger and garlic some chunks to get kind of a head start on the food processor. So go ahead and peel the ginger and then cut that up. That's about 1 knob. It'll be about a tablespoon. I've got about 1.5 pounds of pork. And I'm going to do that the same thing with some garlic. Just chop it up. About 3 cloves, about a tablespoon. This Berbere sauce freezes really well, so make double because it's got a lot of spices. And so if you make double, freeze it, have an easy dinner later. So working with this pork tenderloin, I'm going to take off the silver skin, and that's just that tough connective tissue that's kind of undigestible. I'm not going to worry about any of the fat, so I've only got one side with the silver skin up there. And I'm going to slice this so it doesn't matter that it came as a whole. And you just angle a paring knife up as you pull the skin, and just try not to get the meat and try to get that connective tissue. And then slice it up any way you can. I like thin slices. Maybe if your knife skills aren't that good, you can do thicker and just cook it a little bit longer. And then basically we're going to make this Berbere sauce marinade and Berbere sauce, and then throw it over the pork and marinate it for at least 15 minutes. You can marinate it overnight as well. So we've got the food processor. You could do this in a Vitamix. I'm going to throw in all of these spices, and there are so many spices. And, don't sweat it if you don't have them all, but you definitely need the paprika. It's a chili, Berbere sauce is a chili-based sauce, but it's also got pepper, salt, pepper flakes, fenugreek, cardamom, cinnamon, cloves, allspice, paprika. And there's even more. There's plenty of different variations of this sauce. Blend it up, push down the sides, blend it up some more, make it really smooth. And in this, I've also got the lemon juice and the olive oil, and I got a little bit of water. You could use more olive oil if you don't care about calories. I don't mind just adding just a touch of water to make it thinner. But again, olive oil will work just fine for that. So then I've got a 12-inch skillet, and I'm going to heat that to medium-high heat after I let this marinate for a little while. And I regret that I didn't make double, just like I gave you advice to make double, but double the sauce. But if I did, I would have labeled it and put it in a package in the freezer for like 4 months. So then we're going to just, I do want to say that this sauce is super good, not just over pork, but over chicken, over eggs, lentils, vegetables. You can put it over everything. So when you are making this sauce, go ahead and taste it and add salt and lemon juice to taste. I like it pretty tangy, so I usually add more lemon juice. Fry this up with a little bit of olive oil or vegetable oil in a 12-inch skillet over medium heat, and you're going for like 2 minutes on one side or until it's brown. It cooks super fast because it's so thin. And you do cook it in batches. In between the batches, because you don't want it to steam, you want to try to get that sear. So I wipe out any black bits in between the batches, and the second batch usually cooks a little bit faster. So again, around 2 minutes on one side, and then it's basically cooked. You almost can't even get the sear on the other side because you don't want it to get tough. So try to get the sear on one side, flip it, just make sure it's cooked all the way through, and done. You can put this on tacos. You can eat this with like quinoa and broccoli. You can eat this with potatoes. You could do whatever you want. Find the recipe at EatSimpleFood.com.